welcome to a hot day in Landover, Maryland, and welcome to...
If that's what it takes to play like he did last year, then that's what he's going to get.
He's earned it. Nate Burleson will run back the kick. Nate Kading to kick off for the San Diego Chargers. And here we go from Southern California on an 82-degree early evening. Burleson from the 3. Gets taken down up at the 21-yard line. And for the Seattle. And Olivier up front. Good offensive line. At the 24-yard line, Rivers throwing to the outside. And that is caught by Craig Davis. So Craig Davis, who wants to be known as Buster Davis, #1 pick, played his college ball with Jamarcus Russell at LSU, makes the catch on his first offensive play as a pro.
Yeah, and the first offensive play is 3 wide receivers. You'll see Buster, he's right here. He's the inside on a bunch. And you see he starts up, just takes the outside. The 2 outside guys go inside him, and Philip Rivers hits him. Yeah, and Philip Rivers talked about that and said that he wouldn't have been able, and Billy Golick said that he was going to be ready to go.
And look at this on 3rd and 21. This is Sproles, who took a screen pass before for a gain of 15. And picks up the first down. So Darren Sproles, all 5'6" and 180 pounds of him.
Now, there is an interesting guy. He's 5'6", and every time you put him in the game, you know there's going to be a screen or a draw. Watch it pull Dielman right here. He's going to pull through, but Sproles is such a good runner. He feels he gets right behind Dielman, and then when you get in a nickel defense,
70 seconds to play in San Diego. And Whitehurst will not be able to convert on 3rd down, so a 4th down play is coming up as the pass. Bring it to the booth.
I didn't know if you were going to mention that or not.
Well, I figured
at
this point, I don't have a clue what's on the air.
Yeah, but you're so great at this. You've been doing it so long. Just
back to radio. Here's Ben Obamano running the kick back to the 31-yard line. So we'll get
Lake to hit
from the 28-yard line. Ooh, and there was a lot of body to hit that time, as coming in was Darryl Tapp, who made a pretty big splash last season from time to time, drafted in the 2nd round out of Virginia Tech, and that's an 8-yard sack for him.
Yeah, we talked about Tapp as possibly being a starter. He's right here. You see, he gets that stance. He gets that 4-point stance where he's really going to be able to take off. And if you're
Now starting at their own 25. Eli Manning in this offense. Manning has it knocked away. That's a fumble. Picked up by London Fletcher.
You're going to see Andre Carter right here working against David Deal, and that's an area that Greg Williams yesterday said that they should be able to take advantage of. Of course, David Deal playing left tackle. He had been guard last year, and playing in space is entirely different. Now he's going up against a guy in Andre Carter, who is a great hustle guy. He's got great speed off the edge and quickness, and as we saw,
I don't know how good an example that is for all the other backs in the league, because someone asked Sean Alexander, how many plays do you think you need in preseason? His answer was none.
And that is picked off by Eric Weddle, a rookie out of the University of Utah, picked in the 2nd round, a guy trying to win a starting job, and that won't hurt him. And there is the Weddle family. He's from Southern California, a very versatile player at Utah with the interception. A good camp and a pretty good debut as well, John.
Yeah, everyone you talk to in the Charger team, offensive and defensive players, all talk about Weddle. Here what they're trying to do, Seattle's trying to get the fullback straight up the middle. and they try and hit him before he gets to the safety. You see him right there. The ball is just overthrown, and Eric Weddle is right there.
And Seattle will open home against Tampa Bay. 2nd down and 4 after the timeout. From the 14-yard line. Fake toss. Volek buys time and throws into the end zone for a touchdown. It's Malcolm Floyd making the catch to make it.
For some reason, the defense cannot adjust to this. Like I said a little while ago, for 6 weeks. You know, that they all go with the fake to the back, and then no one goes with the bootleg, and then the cross gets in behind.
Nate Kading kicks the extra point through the shadows in the east end zone, and the game is tied with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the half.
Here's what I'm talking about. Watch the defense here. They fake to the left. The whole bunch of them, boom, they all go that way. Now the quarterback comes out this way. And again, in preseason, they never have that contained, and they never have that crossing pattern covered. So any high school coaches out there, and college coaches, if you're thinking about your first game, you're saying, what am I going to run? I'll guarantee you, put bootleg.
Up week 1, it will be the New York Giants going to Dallas to meet the Cowboys. Kirk Smith to kick off, fielded at the 3-yard line. And this is Quentin Jones running it back out to the 29-yard line. 10-30.
Grabbing at his left leg. And on first down, a toss to Portis running right. Clinton Portis with a cutback run, and he is knocked down by Madison after a gain of 16. And now a penalty flag comes in because Portis spiked it.
Watch this offensive line here. They're going to run everybody down. Chris Samuels is going to collapse that entire right side. And then Umanura follows that, which it looks like you've got him bottled up, but then it opens the cutback
5-yard
lane.
penalty. Still a first down.
Then this.
For a guy like Camarillo on your team, a guy that can do that for you if you ever need it, but if not, he's a very, very good special teams player.
Played his college football with Camarillo at Stanford. Fake toss. Buys time. To the left he goes. To Chandler, the big tight end.
That bootleg for you because you know you're going to get out in the corner. You're going to have a wide open shot, and you got a big target there. Watch him. He fakes. Here you see Chandler's going to block. The defense goes this way. He comes back this way. Chandler goes out that way, and it's a wide open. It's like playing catch in the park. You know, that's the other thing about being a big guy. You're
taking over the team that was 14-2 for Marty Schottenheimer last year. And Wallace will go deep down the sideline, and that's caught by a wide-open Ben Obamato, second-year man out of Auburn, who spent most of last year on the practice squad.
See him. He's the inside receiver. He's right here. You see, he starts in, and then like he's going to run a slant, then he keeps gaining ground as he goes across. And that's what you try and get in behind the shorter guys and in front of the deep guys as you gain ground. Quarterback and coming, and then boom, in comes Kerry Collins, and he drops right to third, and he just said there's no way I want to be a third quarterback.
On 3rd down and 8, the pass is caught over the middle. This is Kasim Osgood, who's a special teamer. In fact, he's so good as a special teamer, he went to Hawaii in that role in the Pro Bowl, and he's the number 5 wide receiver and picks up 10 yards on a first down.
I know Norv Turner is glad to see Billy Volek do this because he said he's one of those guys that always wants to look deep and always throw deep. He won't look or he won't come back to that short guy, and he's trying to, you know.
Manning over the middle. That's Burris there inside the 25 to the 24. 15 yards to Plexico Burris on 3rd and 7.
Yeah, you're going to see Burris. He's running the square in, and then you got London Fletcher there in the middle, and he's the guy who's going to try to take that away. That's that Tampa 2 defense to where the middle linebacker basically goes deep middle and becomes a deep safety. Although he overran that, expecting Burris to go deeper on the route.
Deep guy because he has a little gunslinger in him, but that time he should have thrown it a little deeper than that, shouldn't he?
This will be a 38-yard attempt. Nate Kading held by Cyphers, and the kick is good from 38 yards out to give San Diego the lead for the time in the game. /fantasy for all of the info. And after the 2-minute warning on 1st down, Marcus Weeks will take it into the end zone for a touchdown. And Mike Holmgren signals to go for 1, which would make it an 8-point lead.
You know, and Sean Alexander likes that because he knows that in the regular season, those are the kinds of plays that he's going to be running.
You know, I know it's a preseason game. I can't get into the Norv's head at the moment, but that's the kind of situation there where they can run the clock out, and you're better served to let them score as they did, because otherwise you're not going to get the ball back. Here's Kurt Smith for the point after. The point being, it was first.
They can pass off it. Shockey will go in motion. 2nd and goal. Jacobs spins, and Jacobs gets stood up. Merriweather got in there and dropped him. Got a nose in there. The rookie out of Miami, the 1st-round draft pick, taken 24th overall.
Now, this is an area now where this offensive line has to say we have to have a little more pride now. We're playing second-team guys, and if we can't punch it in on these guys, then they need to go back to the drawing board. You know, this is where teams normally rise up on both sides of the ball and accept the challenge. You know, I've got 1 yard to go here.
3rd and goal for the Giants. Opening drive of the game. Again, Jacobs in the eye. Jacobs gets a block. Jacobs is stopped inside the 1. Did not get in. I think Tom Coughlin's going to go for it here. The kickers can make this kick. This is an extra point.
I think they need to go for this one too, Bob. They've got to get a mentality. If it's at the 50-yard line and they're running the ball, they should have the same mentality, even tougher at the goal line, to just go ahead and finish the deal.
It's been a long drive, 79 yards, 15 plays.
Close the deal.
4th and goal. Shockey in motion. Jacobs again. Jacobs in. Touchdown Giants. So a 16-play, 80-yard drive. And on 4th and goal, the Giants finally pounded in, and they take a 6-0 lead. And that'll be it for Eli Manning and most of the starters.
Yeah, but that was exactly what Howard Cross was saying. Get it in there, because Howard's a guy who's often blocked in these type of situations. And it's a big challenge when teams start to rise up against you when you've moved the ball on them. There's Brandon Jacobs getting his shoulders down on that one and just burrowing through.
So the Giants roll it in. Jacobs with the score. Extra point by Tynes is good. Both kickers are going to get opportunities with field goal attempts and kickoffs. So 16 plays for the Giants, 80 yards. And Brandon Jacobs on a 4th and goal from inside the 1 finally powers it in, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
3 years ago, they were dropping everything in sight. They had more drops, I think, than anyone in the league.
Last year, 41 on-target passes were dropped, most in the league. They also were outscored, and they were -8 in giveaway takeaway, and still they had a winning record and went to the 2nd round of the playoffs. Hasselback off the play fake, going deep for the touchdown to Deion Branch. Deion Branch, a 31-yard reception, picked up from New England Last year, remember the trade? He didn't want to sign with New England, didn't like his contract. They sent a #1 draft choice, did the Seahawks, to New England for Branch, and he has to be the main guy now in the absence of Darryl Jackson, who got traded to San Francisco.
Right, and he's taking Darryl Jackson's position as the flanker or the Z. It looked like Quentin Jammer thought he had inside help. He didn't. But watch the protection for Matt Hasselbeck. I mean, he could just stand back there, and he sees that Deion Branch has a half a step, and he puts the ball right there.
Josh Brown for the extra point.
I was just going to say, I think that's probably all from Matt Hasselbeck, don't you?
Pretty good start for him. A guy who didn't figure to be playing makes it 7-0.
These kinds of situations for your backup quarterback.
Josh Brown, who won 4 games with kicks in the waning seconds or at the gun last year, with a 41-yarder, and that kick is no good, and there's a flag down in the end zone.
And I would bet that would be someone on defense, one of those things jumping or
12 men on the defense.
Or having 12 men.
5-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
That'll make it a 36-yard field goal attempt now.
That's a preseason thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, 12 men. Sometimes you have 10, 8, 15, whatever. And you know, special teams are tough because as you take players out, then you put backups in, then the backups still have to stay on their special teams, and sometimes they forget that.
Sure.
Or in that case, some guy remembered that he was supposed to be. This is kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still 4-4-4.
And this time the kick is good. So Brown gets the second chance after